morning, students. Today we will continue with our chapter number 1. Today we will study about change of state of matter. The change of a substance from one physical state to another is called the change of state. Change of state depends upon the motion of its molecule and the molecular forces which hold the molecules together. When intermolecular force between the molecule decreases, the intermolecular space between them increases and the substance changes from one state to another. When a solid is heated, its molecules become energetic and they vibrate vigorously about their mean position. The intermolecular space increases. At a certain stage, the molecules of a solid gain enough energy to overcome the force of attraction between them, and the solid gets converted into its liquid state. Further heating, the molecules become more mobile and leave the surface of the substance in all directions, and now the liquid converts into its vapor state. On cooling, the kinetic energy of the molecule decreases, thus the intermolecular space between them also decreases and intermolecular force of attraction increases. Eventually, the change of a state also occurs in the reverse way, from gas to liquid and liquid to solid. Now, what is melting? The process of change of a substance from a solid to a liquid state at a fixed temperature is called melting. The fixed temperature at which a solid changes into a liquid is called its melting point. Boiling. The process of change of a liquid into its vapor state at a fixed temperature is called boiling. The fixed temperature at which the liquid changes to vapor is called its boiling point. Condensation. The process of change of a substance from its vapor state to its liquid state is called condensation. The temperature at which condensation takes place is called its condensation point. The process of change of a liquid into solid state on cooling is called freezing. The fixed temperature at which a liquid changes into solid is called its freezing point. Sublimation. The process in which a solid directly changes into its vapor state without passing through the liquid state at all temperatures is called sublimation. Iodine, camphor, and naphthalene are substances that show sublimation. The reverse process where vapor changes directly to solid is called deposition. Naphthalene balls are kept in bathrooms and almirahs to keep the pest away. After some time, they become smaller in size as they sublime and change into vapor state. Law of conservation of mass. According to this law, the mass can neither be created nor destroyed. The mass of the substance remains the same during the change. In other words, the total mass remains conserved in any physical or chemical chain. For example, if we take an ice cube and it is melted, the water we get will have the same mass as that of the ice cube. No mass will be created or destroyed in the change of state from. Now we will do an experiment to verify the law of conservation of mass. For this, the materials required are barium chloride solution, sodium sulfate solution, a conical flask, a test tube, measuring cylinders, a cork, and a weighing machine. We take 10 ml barium chloride solution in a measuring cylinder and pour it in the conical flask. Take 10 ml of sodium sulfate solution in the measuring cylinder and pour it in the test tube. Keep the test tube inside the conical flask carefully. Make sure that the two solutions do not mix. Put the cork on the flask. Measure the weight of the flask with its contents on a weighing balance and note it. Now tilt Now tilt and swirl the flask so that the two solutions get mixed. Sodium sulfate reacts with barium chloride to form a white precipitate of barium sulfate. We will observe that the mass of the reactants before the reaction and the mass of the products formed after the reaction is equal. From this we conclude that the law of conservation of mass is verified. Thank you.